with your indulgence, Jay, is there anybody from the public to have questions or comments? I just might add, if there's what you're thinking, when the redistricting came about, we ended up with certainly one representative representing the whole county, which was a good thing because we were able to have one from here. But there was a lot of districts that were already complaining about having multiple Senate districts intersect their area because they felt it diluted them. And I would say it's actually turned out to be a great benefit to have three that actually listen and help. So I appreciate you too and what you do for us. It's always been very helpful. With that, unless there are questions, I'll turn it back to the Chairman.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate your help. You know, several of us have met with you several times. You know, the last day of this session, things you brought up. We're making good progress. So thanks for your help. Meeting up, new Shane. Thank you. You know,
when the appropriations chairman shows up for the
you carry a little bit of weight.
a lot more attentive.
Well, the attitude sure changed. I know that. So.
Well, I'd like to tell you, you know, my 4 counties down there, they have one senator represents the whole 4 counties. You guys have 3 senators represent 1 county. So I tell you what, you got another advantage to make it.
We do.
And we do have an advantage.
It's not all bad.
Senator, when you did that meeting here on transportation one night, you talked about the railroad possibility down to I-70. Today you mentioned pipeline. Is that part of that same idea that a pipeline, I guess, down 9 Mile, or where would it?
No, won't go through 9 Mile. So it goes through Senator Hinkins's range.
I'm going to charge the toll. So
It's all underground.
The historical significance of 9 Mile, as we met with the counties, 9 Mile is off the table as far as Carbon County is concerned. And so they're actually, as they've done the scoping, there's 50 various options. We're down to 4 or 5 now. And the reality of it is we need everything. We need the pipelines going south, the new refineries are a big deal. This one, the one that's going over Wolf Creek on in is to really kind of take a lot of, will be the, if you remember 20 years ago we had a hot oil pipeline. And then we had one of those winters that came along and it warmed up and soaked the ground and then turned off really cold. And we had a yellow candle from Hannah to the top of Parley's. And this pipeline will be built to be an electric heated pipeline. It will be insulated. Shouldn't have any of those problems to be able to do it. And they're anticipating a 40,000 barrel a day, 40 to 60,000 barrel a day.
So they're not contemplating having to de-wax?
There's still a group out there that wants to do an upgrader, a high grade. It's just $2 billion to do it. And this thing is moving so fast. In the free enterprise system, whoever is the first to get the one open kind of is the one that wins the game. And you know, that's certainly a possibility. But right now, I think the pipelines are moving ahead because whether that happens or not, we don't know. So we're going to see a multiple tasks force going forward and trying to move the product not only for the school kids of the state of Utah and for the state and all those things, but also to develop that resource. So that'll be one of those things that we just continue to do and see.
Senator, what's the timing on? In other words, we're talking about traffic with trucks. If they pick something like the pipeline, is it 5 years or more? What?
Well, Tesoro told me in my office at the Capitol in March that they hope to have it done in 3 years.
Is it going to follow the old pipeline route?
Through Wasatch. But then after that, when they hit Summit County, it goes on a different route. So I don't know. I mean, that, they've got it kind of picked out, but I'm starting to see some rumblings. The other two, there's existing pipelines that they're talking about going south to, should be fairly stable.
Now, will they go south to the railroad and they're not loaded on rail cars, or are they going to build the refinery?
Both. Yeah. There is actually, we are, right now, there is about 20 trucks a day that go to Price and load on the rail over there, over Indian Canyon. So you haven't got them all coming through. If that makes you feel a little better. But they are moving about 20 a day, and that could go up because there are a couple of facilities over there that are that are loading and preparing that. And so the continued with the price of oil, you can see what we're paying for the price of gas. That's where the economic incentive is.
So I read about the refinery in the Green River. You said 2 refineries. Where's the second one?
There will both be the Green
Both
River
in the
area.
Green River.
There's a magical permitting issue. If it's over 20,000 barrels a day, it expands like 5 times. Under 20,000, it's due. The existing, I think, is there, correct me if I'm wrong, but the one's 14, the other's going to be 12.
Yeah, one's changing, so it will go.
There is an existing refinery there that hasn't been used for a while. So,
About the corridor, the power line corridor, as I just think of that issue, did that agreement, or did they iron out where that was going to go through, or just the...
no,
Okay.
that's still in process.
Senator, one other question, I think maybe Senator Hughes brought it up, transportation-wise, I know there's been some discussion on the news about toll roads for interstates. Is Utah going to get involved in that?
I would say that, well, we have a toll road already. On the HOV lane, it's already.
Okay.
If you want to ride that yourself, it's a toll
Okay.
to do that.
15, I think they're talking the big ones though, like 80 and 15 and stuff like that.
You know, the issues, people hate toll roads. When I was in Chicago in the early 70s, the Tri-State Toll Road and the Indiana Toll Road were built and they didn't have much traffic. When I was back there this year, they're as busy as the other, and that became the overflow and the expansion. So, you know, most people, if there's only one toll road, well, and there's a way around it, they'll take that. But I don't think, to be real honest, I believe as we look at all the funding sources that we have, and one of the issues that we have in the state of Utah is we have about 500 to 600 bridges that are reaching their lifespans. Most of those were built in the late 50s and 60s, and many of them are going to have to be replaced. It's about $500 million, and so that's in addition. And so we're going to have to look at that. We've done some efficiencies. We've done those, but you know, and everything that's been done so far, we've increased sales tax and some collection from automobiles, but we haven't done anything to share with the locals. And I think that's one of our big issues. Every city I talk to, every county I talk to says we're slowly dying. So I think those will be some issues. We'll probably invite some of you to testify in the interim if you want to. We'll be dealing with some of those things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.